Lions training camp recapping the day against the Dolphins. About as dominant as I've ever seen on a field like this. My goodness, we have talked repeatedly throughout training camp that this team is great on great, but that the offense has maybe been a step behind the defense, or if you want to put it in a nicer way, that the defense has looked steps ahead of the offense. The Dolphins are steps behind the Lions, and I think, again, to put it in a nicer way, this Lions team is in the upper echelon of the NFL. I mean, dominant on both fields, on the first team defense, first team offense for the Lions. Amon-Ra St. Brown, from the start of individuals for one-on-ones, did anything he wanted to against this Dolphins team, and that included a pair of touchdown catches. One contested where he reached the ball over Jack Jones's head, grabbed it, held onto it against his head, and the referees, the NFL head referees here, signaled touchdown. This team's been incredible, and they proved it here. St. Brown, Taylor Decker both said the offense needed a performance like this, put it together against the Dolphins team throughout the day. And Aiden Hutchinson, Marcus Davenport, disruptive on the defensive side of the ball. Yes, Davenport. I asked Dan Campbell if he's excited to see what Hutchinson's going to do against another team in another uniform for the first time since his injury last year. He said across the board on defense, the guys that are back. He just wants to take a look at the defense. He stayed on the offensive field for the Lions offense, but said he always keeps an eye on what the defense is doing. But he wanted to see what Davenport was going to do, what Hutch was going to do. And I'm sure once he looks back at this film, they're all going to smile knowing where this team is right now in mid-August. This Lions team has big, big goals. This was I would say the first big test, right? Because the preseason games, we've not seen starters. This test, aside from a few penalties, they passed with flying colors. This is a really good football team. Tensions got high a few different times. Jamison Williams and former Lions cornerback and safety Ife Melifanu got into a fight at the end of practice, but Taylor Decker said much ado about nothing. If anything, Decker said he was exhausted just running into the pile to try to break it up. Lions fans, if you had any doubts that this team's really good, cast those doubts away. At least for now. But I think you can say that all season.